Hello everybody, MDpolo here at Range USA in Carmel, Indiana. And right now, for a couple minutes, I have the range to myself. And I'm going to be shooting this revolver. It's a high standard 9.9. Never heard of this before. It is my friend Jeff's. And the other day he said, hey, I just got this. Do you want to try it and make a video? And I said, sure, why not? But chambered in .22 long rifle. It's got 9 rounds. And we're gonna be probably around 7 yards on this. Start in single action. First shots, and first shots today too. It was high, way high. Settle down. It's better. That's better. Nope. That's it. 9 rounds. It's got a very sensitive trigger. I think I was just pulling too hard. But also, it's definitely more than a 6 o'clock hold. They bring you in. And all these shots here, I was holding down here between the number 3 and the number 2. So right around here. And they're hitting up here. Over here, it was just me being a butthead. This is when I started just 2 shots relaxed right there. But anyway, I'm not gonna knock the gun down. I've never shot it before. And we'll just see where this goes, but I might make an interesting video. So high standard 9.9 in .22 long rifle. Thank you, Jeff, again, and let's go to the tabletop. Alrighty, we're back from the range with a high standard 9.9 revolver. Now, because of the nickel finish, this is going to be interesting to film. The reflection is just going to play havoc with a camera and the white balance, but we'll do our best here. So our revolver, this was brought to my attention by Jeff, a friend of mine over at Range USA. He's lent several guns to the channel, and this is his as well. He brought it up when I was shooting, and he said, hey, have you ever seen one of these? And to be honest, the answer was no. I had never seen the high standard 9.9 revolver. So he said, hey, I just picked it up. It's nickel. You don't see too many of these. At least I've never seen one of these actually, but that's what he said. And he said, would you like to shoot it and make a video out of it? And I said, why not? See what the comment section says, see what the viewers can tell me about it. And as always, I learn from you guys, and especially revolvers. I've said in many of my videos that I'm getting better at them, but I'm still in diapers, so I learn a lot from the comment section from you guys. So this high standard was made in 1984, and it's in a remarkable condition for a 41-year-old gun. Revolvers from high standard, these were made between 1955 and stopped production somewhere in the mid-1980s. It's chambered in .22 long rifle, and they have 3 other chamberings as well. I think I should have done more research on that, so sorry, but they did make it in 3 other chambering. So it's got a 5 1/4 inch steel barrel, and the whole thing, as you can see, is nickel plated. It has 9 rounds of .22 long rifle, and unloaded it sits at 26.9 ounces. You could also get them not only in this nickel, as you can see it's already leaving fingerprints everywhere, but you can get them also blued. What's nice about them also is that they're made in the US in Hamden, Connecticut. And originally when they came out, they were retailing for about $525. But right now you can find them easily, depending on condition and your location, around $200s, mid-200s to high $200. So if a .22 revolver is your thing, and looking at the old cowboy style gun, this might be something you might be interested in looking into, checking it out. Starting at the top, the sights on this thing, the front sight is just a black blade, and in the rear it is dovetailed in, also blacked out, but it's something that you can drift and adjust your windage if that's something you need to do. The slide, of course, it's all metal gun, nickel finished, top to bottom. It's got plastic grips, and I don't know if it'll show, but with a double 9 medallion on both sides. And there you go. It's a little better. Going up here at the top, you've got a spurred hammer. And as you can see here, it's got a little bit of case hardening, and it shows the same on the trigger. The hammer does have a bit of traction at the tip of the spur. And what's interesting is to open it, to open the cylinder, you got the rod up here, and you've got to, I already checked it, it's unloaded, you got to press forward on this until you hear the click, and then you can pop the cylinder open. Okay, so once again, you press it forward until you hear it click, and you can push the cylinder open. Since we're over here, let you look at the inside. Now I have no idea how many rounds are through this. My friend Jeff bought it used, and so we have no idea of the round count, but it's in very good condition for a gun that is 41 years old, and we checked that with a serial number. So that was the date of manufacture, 1984. So your ejection rod, like that. And it's unloaded, and being a rimfire gun, is not, dry fire is not something you want to do often, but it is, of course, double action, single action. And in double action, this thing is very, very heavy. So you're here, and you pull, and it's every bit of 13 pounds. Every single bit of 13 pounds. And then, but if you do it in single action, look how far back the trigger shoe goes towards the frame, the grip. And it's a hair trigger. I mean, it goes. And the single action came in at 2 3/4 pounds. 2.75 pounds. So really, really heavy double action, or a hair light single action. But it was a very nice trigger. It was a fun revolver to shoot. The video that you saw, the footage you saw at the beginning from the range, that was my very first time shooting this revolver. And I was not very accurate with it. To be honest with you, the single action surprised me. And so I was not very accurate with it. But then I shot it a bit more after that, and I got better and better. And it was a very fun revolver to shoot. So what else can I tell you? I actually would like for you guys to tell me what you know about this, and whether they're reliable, well made. From the history I was able to pull, apparently they were used a lot when they were first made in the late 50s, 60s, 70s, just for plinking, for small game hunting, but they also made them with longer barrels, and they were very popular in competition from what I was able to read. So I would love to know more from people that actually have owned them, used and shot them, and maybe even competed with them. So, 5 1/4 inch steel barrel, and it's a nice size barrel, 22, ton of fun, made in the US, doesn't get better than that. So for me, like I said, the only thing, but it is, I got to keep in mind, it is right now sub $300 revolver. The ejection rod is very, very gritty. And so but that could be just that it hasn't been cleaned in 40 years. I don't know. And so it's very gritty, and you got to push it back and forth. It doesn't return on its own. But you can see it's all nicely beveled in there. So I think some nice touches for an inexpensive revolver. So that's it. I don't want to go too much longer just to be yapping for the sake of yapping. Try to make this a short video. But thanks, Jeff, for lending me your revolver. And I would like to now hand it over to you guys over in the comment section. Let me learn. Allow me to learn from you on this. And I look very much forward to the comments. And please remember that I'm uploading to Rumble. And let's see how that goes. It's been a year that I've been uploading, and there's 58 followers. Kind of anemic and pathetic over there in Rumble. But if you like what I do and like to support me over there as well, I would really appreciate it. I would like to grow that platform as well and not just be relying all the time on YouTube. I'm posting as well over to what's it called, X, and to Instagram. So there it is, a quick look at the high standard 9 revolver, 41-year-old revolver in 22 long rifle. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, Jeff, for the use of your gun. And until the next time, God bless.